Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd's NEET PG information series. In this video, we will look at pointers for All India Round 1 joining. This is for candidates who have decided to join All India Round 1 either through physical reporting or online. One, before you travel, check with the institute on holidays and days taken for admission. There may be a holiday in the state or in the institute, and usually it takes only 1 day for completing your admission process, but in some institutes it may take a day more. There may be a bank holiday, etc. Just check on that before you're planning for travel and your return back. And check on the fee payment, how the fee is to be paid, the amount that needs to be paid, because apart from the tuition fee, you will also have the hostel fees, security deposits, etc., that need to be paid, the library fees that need to be paid, etc. The mode of payment also needs to be confirmed. It may be DD, RTGS, or NEFT. Usually most deemed institutes or government institutes accept one of these modes of payment. Certain government institutes still continue to ask you to pay in cash in a nearby bank counter which they are associated with. So just check if you need to carry cash in that case, and check on the course commencement date. For MD, MS, and NMC diplomas and medical colleges, Feb 1st is the course commencement date. The institute cannot commence the course before that date. Even if they ask you to commence duties before that date, your official course commencement date will be Feb 1st, and you will complete your course only 3 years from Feb 1st. So most likely you will, if you're joining on 24th, 25th, etc., you will come back and then go back for course commencement on Feb 1st if the institute insists. If the institute is flexible, you check with them. If you're opting for upgradation, check with them if you can come back and join the course at a later point in time after knowing your upgraded All India Round 2 seat or state seat. This is the prerogative of the institute, but if the institute insists that you will have to start course commencement on Feb 1st, you will have to start course commencement. As far as NBE is concerned, the course commencement need not necessarily follow the NMC Feb 1st date. So NBE institutes, basically DNB and NBE diploma institutes, may be flexible. Check with them on when they want you to commence course and ask for flexibility in case you want to get upgraded. Before travel, you may have to check with the institute. In most of the institute, in fact, in almost all institutes, the full first year fee is to be paid. Especially there have been a lot of queries on deemed institutes. Yes, the full first year fee has to be paid, and some institutes may be even higher. Just check with the institute. The tuition fee plus hostel plus other charges need to be paid, like mentioned. There is no adjustment of the security deposit. The 10K, 25K, or 2 lakhs that you paid will not be adjusted. That's between you and MCC, and the fee is between you and the institute, and so you will have to pay the entire amount to the institute. For DMB alone, the payment is to be done to NBE. There is a portal that is available for payment. This is for the 1.475 lakhs paid. So again, nothing will be adjusted against the security deposit. You will have to make payment to the institute or to NBE if it is a DNB course. And online reporting fee payment, be very clear. There were issues last year with candidates being scammed. When you receive an email from an institute asking you to pay online, check whether it is an official email. Check in the institute website whether the bank account details, the IFSC code, the number, etc., are right, and then make the payment. Especially for deemed institutes, if you're making an online payment, which is possible, online reporting, which is possible only if you're not opting for upgradation, validate all the information shared. The official institute contact and website is in the MCC Institute info. The compiled info of all MCC Institute infos is available in the description in the link. Go through that, and then you can check and validate before you make payment. Original documents for physical reporting. These are the list of essential documents for physical reporting. The institute will have to admit you in case if you provide all these documents and cannot insist on any other document. That is very clear. MCC would have sent them an intimation, and if there are any issues, you can connect with MCC. They cannot ask for any other documents. You carry all these essential certificates for All India Round 1 joining. One major thing is take enough photocopies. You will be submitting these originals in the institute. Most of these like mark sheets, MBBS certificates, internship completion certificates, etc., registration, etc., will be at the institute, deposited at the institute. So take enough photocopies before you go. These photocopies will be useful throughout your 3-year period when the documents are with the institute. A far better solution is to scan all these documents and save them in Google Drive or email or any other cloud-based application, so that they are available at any point in time. This is really worth it. If you scan and save at any point in time in the future, you will be able to take a copy of these certificates, even if the originals are with someone else. Do it one time. Suggest sincerely that you do it. And if you can't find your admit card which is required, write to NBE through the NBE communications portal. The link is available in the description for the NBE communications portal. You communicate to them. They will give you a link in 2 days through email. After you share with them all the exact details of your roll number and the credentials required for verification, and you will be able to download your admit card. It will happen. It will max take 1 or 2 days, but most of you would have got your admit card, so should not be an issue. Finally, with the institute, check for the bond and additional certificates required. Like we said, additional certificates are not mandatory, but in case you have your migration certificate or your other certificates like your attempt certificate, pass certificate, bona fide certificate, etc., which is requested, take them if you have them. Try to get them if you have them, but this is not mandatory. Institutes will admit if you have the list of essential certificates. And you may submit your bond. You may need to submit your bond in certain institutes. Many state institutes may not ask you to submit your bond now. They may ask you to do it after course commencement or after the round 2. But some institutes may ask you, some deemed institutes may ask you to sign the certificates. In that case, ask them, sign the bond and submit it. In that case, get a copy of the bond and get it ready before you go. Get the surety signatures or get it ready before you move to the institute. The penalty, bond penalty, even though you submit it during round 1 joining, if they insist, even then the penalty will not be applicable. The penalty will not be applicable for upgradations, resignations as per All India rule or state rules. The penalty will be applicable only after All India round 2 timeline. So don't worry about it now. Usually it is applicable only after state round 2 ends and All India round 2 ends in case of deemed institutes. So don't worry about that part now. If you resign your seat after taking your seat before Feb 3, penalty will not be applicable. If you resign your seat before All India, after you get upgraded in All India round 2 to a different institute, the penalty will not be applicable. Don't worry about it. And joining, if you're opting for upgradation, please ensure that when the institute enters your information in the admission portal, as your admission is entered into the MCC portal and all the credentials, certificates, etc., the confirmation of whether the certificates have been verified, etc., is entered into the MCC portal and an admission letter is generated. At that point, the institute office will have to enter yes against opting for upgradation when they for you to ensure that you are eligible for All India round 2 upgradation. So ensure that the institute enters yes against opting for upgradation. Tell them twice and confirm this with the institute. This can be confirmed when you get the admission letter. It will say opting for upgradation, yes, in the admission letter, which has your name and the details of admission. And joining category, in case you have not changed your category with the reset option, when you join the round 1 institute, you can change the category. If you want to change the categories from OBC, EWS, SC, ST, PWT to general category, do that and ask the institute to make that change while they are entering information in the MCC portal. And verifying the admission letter, after all the details are entered, they will provide you a copy of the admission letter. This admission letter is the confirmation that you have joined. Without this admission letter, do not come back from the institute, especially if you are doing it online. Get the admission letter generated. Last year, there were so many issues of candidates sending across a mail and us getting a response that they have completed the formalities online, but this was not actually completed. The institute forgets to do it. Get an admission letter generated from the MCC portal that will have your photograph, that you have in your admit card, or the one which was taken in the NBE exam, basically the one in the allotment letter, or the one which NBE had taken in the exam. So this photograph needs to be there, and it will also tell you the time of admission. It will also tell you the details of admission, etc., and it will also have opting for upgradation, yes or no. So this admission letter is final confirmation that you have joined the institute. Check your resignation. Check in case you are willing to upgrade to a state round 1 seat or an All India round 2 seat. Check the resignation process on how much time it takes to resign. It usually takes probably half a day or 1 day. It usually is a single day process and doesn't take much time. So if you're planning to resign for state upgradations, check on what is the process, and basically also check on the fee refund during a resignation. How much fee will be refunded, especially for deemed institutes, what is the deduction that is made, and the timelines of refund and the process of refund. You can check them during joining in round 1 seat. For deemed institutes, if you're upgrading to All India round 2, that institute has to refund the entire fee with a minimal deduction. So it is anywhere between 10,000 to 75,000 for institutes. When you upgrade, it is the deduction is max 75,000 and the rest of the amount is paid when it is an AAR2 upgradation. Some institutes created a problem last year when it is an upgradation from when it is a resignation for us joining a state round 1 seat. So if you join on 24th, 25th to 28th and then resign before Feb 3rd for a state R1 seat, some institutes were reluctant to pay back the money. They so just check with the institute during joining and take a decision or intimate MCC. Get references or visit your department. That when you join the institute, probably it is better to go visit the department. If you don't want to, that is also fine. But at least get contacts and references from the college administration so that they can connect with them directly in case there is any issue. If you are able to get that, good. If you still have not evaluated the institute, you should have done by now. But try to source info on when you're staying there and maybe spend a day or two. It is if you don't have much of information, especially for new NB diploma institutes or new institutes that have come up in All India quota. So just check and try to source as much information and evaluate by going to the department and possibly talking to people there. So that is it. Happy joining. And for those who have got their first choice, congrats and wish you all the best. For those who are looking for an upgradation, congrats again and wish you get a deserving seat in the next rounds. Thank you so much.